Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a few days, maybe a week or two, since I've really made a lot of content. I made a couple videos not long ago, but I wanted to kind of share with you kind of part 3 of our workbench tour. And I'm just trying to break it down into separate components because you make one large video and that makes it kind of complicated. And we can't speak on one thing long enough sometimes. So, yeah, this is a budget gun cleaning workbench area tour / showing you how to do it on a budget, you know, if you want to build your own. Now, we're going to talk about the desk itself today. We've mentioned little things about it, but this is mainly focusing on just the flat tabletop surface of this bench. And or of this desk, I should say, that I clean and work on my guns. So I want to kind of give you some perspective right here. So this is built in to the wall itself to make it very structurally sound and very structurally strong and not rigid. You'll notice a lot of people who make videos on YouTube that if you pay really close attention to their tabletop videos, and this is one thing I did not want to happen, my mount for my camera, which is kind of where close to where my hands are at, this is actually built into a shelf that's built into the wall, so it's very rigid. I can sit there and hit the shelf like I'm hitting right now. You don't see vibration in the video that much, whereas a lot of people have it mounted to something that's kind of looser, and this is very rigid. So I wanted a system and a desk that was very rigid. A lot of people can, you know, set their gun down and you'll see their whole desk, you know, vibrate or move, or, you know, they can be doing something on it. I can actually hit my desk and, you know, it's barely going to change or move in the video at all. It's locked in. So it also helps when you're punching out pins and things like that for your guns, you're working on your guns, having something that's strong and rigid. Now, this ain't a metal. This is made out of 2x4s and things like that, plyboard and stuff like that. We'll get into that a little more, but, you know, this is a very rigid setup, and that's what I wanted for my camera and for my desk. It's very easy, very rigid, very budget-oriented as well. So that's kind of that. So we're not going to go into what's on my table right here because some stuff is not necessarily needing to be there. It's just there. But we'll just talk about the desk itself. And first thing I want to talk about is on a budget. So you can buy these gun mats on, you know, well, all kinds of companies make them on Amazon, eBay, Academy. You can go to and buy different brands. So, but these usually are going to run you anywhere from $10 to $40 based off what you buy, you know, and you can get all kind of designs. I wanted to talk about that a minute, because I've thought about 100 times buying different gun mats for the videos with different designs that I like and stuff. But one thing I will say is I don't really want no guns on this video, so you can see them in the background, but I don't really. But one thing I'll say about having a gun mat like this that's black and it's kind of, it's not very, very reflective as well. I feel like the camera, you know, tends to want to focus on what I'm actually setting on the mat instead of the mat itself. Whereas if you get a lot of letters and designs, a lot of times the camera will want to focus on that mat instead of what you're trying to show to your audience. So for me, this dull gray or black, you know, this is black of course, but it's got some gray in it, dark gray in it. It makes it really nice for making videos. So not only that, let's cover this. This mat right here is a needle punch, basically like floor mat that you can get at Dollar Tree. Their products will change, you know, so based off what they get from different companies or whatever at a budget price, mass produced, you know, it will change. Their products will change. But, you know, I got this for like $1.25 at Dollar Tree several years back. And this thing, because it's probably made out of a polypropylene or a polyester needle punch material, because of that, this mat is very moisture resistant. It don't absorb a lot of moisture, so you don't have to worry about moisture getting on your guns. It's also fairly oil resistant. You know, the oils will soak into it a little bit, but that's just good because anything that touches it will kind of be preserved by those oils, so I'm not worried about that. But I've used this on a bunch of different working projects, and you still see it looks like new. You just vacuum it and it's done. You don't even have to wipe it down or nothing. Just vacuum it, and it looks pretty much like new after 3 years of using this on multiple projects that you've seen on the channel too. Ever since I've had the channel, I've had this, so I've had it about 3 years. So yeah, the $1.25. You know, you ain't gonna find a gun mat on Amazon or eBay for $1.25. And like I said, your camera don't focus on this kind of mat as much, so you're actually getting to focus on kind of what you're trying to show to your audience, which is cool. Now, also, so if I'm showing you a gun on this mat, it puts the focus on the gun, and when you see people on these desktop videos that have a gun on a mat that's real busy, I feel like, and I'm not dishing anybody that does, because most people do, but you know, that's lots and lots of people that do desktop videos like this. But when you see a busy mat, to me, it kind of takes the focus off what you're there to see, and I want to show you what you're here to actually see. So this $1.25 mat, in reality, I think works better than a lot of the busier mats, and it's way cheaper. So that's just an idea on a budget. I also have, this is like a yoga mat. It's kind of a non-slip yoga mat that was going to be thrown away. Underneath this, and this is probably about 1/8 of an inch thick, and it's actually pretty, you know, elastic and soft and bouncy, so it absorbs a lot of vibration. So also when I'm working, this keeps it kind of quiet. And also if I drop something on this, it doesn't bother me at all, because there is some cushion to this tabletop, which I really do like. It's rigid enough to where I can put a block on here and knock pins out, and it's not giving too much. But it's also soft enough to where if something slips out of my hands and hits, I'm not going to worry about scratching or anything else, or hurting it, damaging it, or whatever. So that's pretty cool as well. But underneath this, you know, like I said, it's built into the wall. I basically got just some laminate flooring that was on top of plyboard, where this is built into the wall. So that's pretty cool as well. So that's kind of how we built this, built into the wall of 2x4s, very rigid. And then you've got laminate flooring on top of a regular sanded plyboard. So laminate flooring, and then you got this yoga mat to keep kind of vibration and sound down and echoing down. And it also keeps your products padded, and you don't have to worry about, if I borrow somebody's gun, I don't have to worry about damaging it on this table, because it's so, you know, so nice and soft and easy on products and stuff that I have on the video. Also, the black, like I said, the black really contrasts any kind of product. If I put this up here and say I was to zoom in, most of the time my videos are a little closer, but I'm trying to show you the desktop. So this is about 4 foot wide, so you can fit most middle-sized length rifles and any kind of pistol, pretty much. So I can't fit maybe some of the longest rifles, the real old rifles, but I can fit pretty much anything I want up here. Especially if I start taking it apart, a rifle apart, I can pretty much fit any rifle on here if I start taking it apart. There's plenty of room to work on something like that. But it's about 4 foot by 3 foot in width and length, front to back. So works out really well, guys. If you have any questions about this, I know it's a long video for what little I showed, but I really wanted to kind of talk about it because there was some kind of neat ideas and thoughts on that, and I kind of want to share it with you guys. God bless. Have a great day. Like I said, part 3 of our desktop work area kind of tour and review. God bless. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Please leave comments below if you have any questions. Have a good day.